Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Gloomhaven. We're going to be going to the Crypt Basement next. We need to survive for 10 rounds there. And I'm trying to decide who to take in. Harold is a good choice because we want to be getting the money so that we can start affording the enhancements. So it just seems like a sensible thing. The Black Knife, we're not really doing any melee attacks, so I'm tempted to sell the Black Knife and get us something better in terms of gear. So the Hooked Chain, this adds it to the entire action, which when you think we're potentially dealing with area of effect things, that's got the potential to be really, really, very powerful. So let's sell that, and we'll buy the Hooked Chain to give us a bit of flexibility in moving mobs around. Now, what else could we potentially do? Well, we don't really have enough money for any of that. So we are saving up for the enchantments. It's going to take a while. There's no real way around that. And in terms of like other things we could do, there's nothing that directly adds like this during your melee attack. It adds wound. There's nothing like that for ranged stuff that's reusable. What we could potentially do is we could like consider, where is it? Stun powder. Stun powder as an option. Add stun to a single attack. Could be really quite powerful on the ranged pointers. And there's obviously like other augments that we could potentially get to help out. I don't know, we'll need to give some thoughts to it. Anyway, we're going to have a city encounter first. I think we're going to keep Fairfox because we're going into another crypt thing, so it's a good opportunity to use the axe. Syntha, of course, has to come along, and we haven't really got enough money to do that extra upgrade over here and put the target in, which is a shame because, you know, getting it like super maxed out would be amazing. Although putting a wound on, well, again, we still need more for putting it on there. Flame Strike, getting a bit of extra range would be good. In fact, we could probably boost Flame Strike, so we could put a wound on the bottom, which would be really nice. We could boost the range on the bottom as well. And given Synth is going to be retiring soon-ish, this is not a bad idea. So we'll get that. That means that the range costs extra, but I do think it's worth it. It does mean we're committing to not boosting fire orbs with this particular character, but we can make that work. Right, okay. Upgrades done. Fairfox, actually, were you going to do any? Let's have a very quick look. It's a bit too expensive. Ooh, hell yeah. I mean, the whole... It's because it's a level 6 card. That's really why. We could make Borrowed Essence do like a wound and bless on ourselves, and you know, there's other things that we could potentially boost as well. But I think we'll save the money. Yeah, I think we'll save the money and maybe look at you know, saving up for getting Ancient Ward doing some damage at the same time. So, city encounter. In the middle of the night, you're awakened by a hard knocking at your door. You answer, and it takes you a second to recognise the man standing on the other side. "Those oak relics you was looking for," the man says as he scratches a blister on the side of his face. "Some cut purses tried to sell them to me. I could take you to their place, but we've got to move fast, and I want a cut of the loot." You hurriedly agree and make your way to a ramshackle warehouse next to the old docks. This is it, the man says. Looks like no one's home, though. Let's raid the warehouse. You head into the warehouse and search, eventually finding the hidden cache of stolen goods. The thieves, however, are nowhere to be found. You think about waiting for them to return, but it's possible they've already been alerted to your presence. You return to the sanctuary, where the priest is pleased to have the artifacts returned, but troubled that the thieves are still out there. Extra reputation! This is nearly maxed out. Okay, into the Crypt Basement. And we get a road encounter. You're enjoying a pleasant, peaceful stroll down the road when you find yourself suddenly surrounded by a beleaguered group of men. One of them steps forward, a pox covering half of his face. Good day to you, he smiles weakly. We hate to burden, but you see my camp's been taken ill with a strange malady. We must kindly beg you for some money for medicine. You look around to see that some disfiguring disease has indeed come over the lot of them. The man scratches the side of his face with one hand while he slowly pulls the sword with the other. I'm afraid we can't take no for an answer. We're going to fight them off. There's no way we're losing money. The plague-held stretches out his arms and the men around him immediately double over in pain. You can almost sense it smiling, even though it doesn't have a face. The fight doesn't last long, especially once the men's wounds start bursting with maggots. So everyone starts with 1 damage, but 1 damage is fine.
You return to the Crypt of the Damned and approach the hidden entrance into the lower basement. With the help of the tome, you unlock the passage downwards, and your nose is immediately assaulted by a horrendous, vile stench. Green fumes arise from below. You cover your face with a piece of cloth and begin to descend.
Ugh.
The stairs lead to a circular room with a strange-looking forge at its center. A ghostly apparition stands beside it and turns at your arrival.
Apprentice of Zorn,
The apparition speaks with urgency.
I see you have brought his staff to restore it to its former power. I am the warden of this place, tasked with reforging the implement of Zorn's power. Bring the broken staff to the forge quickly.
As you come closer, you notice out of the corner of your eye a number of shambling figures moving in the shadows.
There are many forces in this world who would strongly prefer Zorn to remain as he is,
The apparition says.
You must hold off their servants while I work. Keep up your guard and strike them down swiftly before they overwhelm you.
Alright, so we need to survive for 10 rounds. Loot gold. Gain 7 or fewer experience. That's possible. And loot no gold. Yeah, Syntha can, like, keep away from the gold for a change. So, what have we got in the first room? Oh, there is quite a lot of them, isn't there? Okay, what I'm thinking is if we start the Beastmaster here, the Beastmaster moves 2 and kills this with the axe. That's a good start. And we can start the bear here so it keeps this distracted. So we'll go Disorienting Roar and Relentless Ally to allow us to move. Now there are doors through to other areas. So there's almost certainly going to be a treasure chest here somewhere. There's something at this end. That's a locked door. And that's a locked door. So I'm assuming that those... Oh, they're all locked doors. Okay. Special scenario mechanics, I'm sure. Okay, well... Let's say Flame Strike and Fire Orbs. So Fire Orbs are range 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got quite a good amount of wounds we can get out this turn. Likewise, if we go Spread the Plague and Nightmarish Affliction, we'll get 2 bits of poison and 2 curses out. Potentially pull some things onto the traps. That could be really good. Okay, so in comes the bear. Everything's moving a bit slow. That's perfect. Nice try, bear. Big axe. Sometimes this game really makes me sad. Let's get our own skeleton out. Actually, I should have checked what... Yeah, they're going to move and attack anyway, so... and... we'll leave it at that for now. Jeez, that was terror bad. Okay. We're going to go hooked chain. So we're going to hook you into that trap. And hook you into that trap. It's a poison and immobilize, but it will still help things. You know what? Get it to there. Oh, there. Some of them are 5 damage and poison and immobilize. Or one of them is 5 damage and poison and immobilize. If I check that first. Hang on, did it not hit him at all? That reduced its targets, effectively. Oh, well, that makes me feel doubly bad. Well, shoot you. Ah! Oh my word, right. Give me Spread the Plague back. And Nightmarish Affliction. Mumble, grumble, 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 grumble. Right, fire orbs. Not you. Right. You. You. And you. With Doomed Compass, I can make you move on to that, but I'd rather shoot you first. What's it going to do? It's going to move to an attack 4 with poison anyway, so... What a hell of a first turn. Youch! Okay, yeah, the doors are starting to open up. So that's kind of what I thought. I wonder if it's based on the number of things you kill. Let's see. So over here, what do we want to do? We want to do cold fire. And it'd be nice to get us to block the door as well. So let's say Frozen Night as well. That'll move us up. Plague Herald. Spread the plague, and I want something with decent range. Biting gnats? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you need something with a range of 4. So that'll work well enough. At least until things get a bit closer. Over here, right, are we going to disarm them? Yeah, let's do Ancient Ward and we'll do Borrowed Essence. So we can get some health back over here. The Viper's moving quite quickly. Nice hit, Bear. Nice hit. The Viper will move first, so getting it gone will be very useful. So out of these, move 3, attack 2, and move 2, do some horrible stunning stuff. So yeah, that's how we're doing this. It'll die, that's fine. And we'll get Ancient Ward back. Okay, that's a bit better. That's not a very smart choice, whereas down here is much better. Cool, we got a stun and extra damage. Overall, that's been pretty good. Well, we can get in here and then we can get a extra flamey blast on these and be invisible at the end of it. So we'll hit you two with this. The time 0 is really annoying, but what are you going to do? Almost restart with 3 curses. Okay. So, Ancient Ward will let us disarm these again. Patch Fur will get the healing on the bear. Chromatic Explosion would be a really big hit on these guys. Or we could move slowly, reviving Ether and Living Torch, let them come in a bit. So, if that's going to happen... Let's have a think. Fetid Fury gets you killed. There are no enemies poisoned yet. And nothing's close enough for Vile Pestilence to really work. Yeah, let's move in a little bit closer. So, Creeping Curse. Because we can always do Creeping Curse first. Well, yeah, there's going to be nothing close to us. We'll see how it goes. The Viper's shielding up and attacking. Nice try, bear. What are you going to do? You're going to curse everyone who's close by. Oh, well, that's going to be a pain. You know what? That's enough to get the curse on. Ah, I should have done the other one. Oh wow, he's managed to make it all the way in here. Okay, well that's a lot of cursing on everyone. You're stunned anyway. So, what are we going to do? We're going to try and get you killed. Oh, that was massive overkill. And then, you know what? Come back into this room. Okay, door on this side has opened up. It's mostly oozes. Let's go energizing strike and punch through. Hopefully he'll be dead before then. Frost armor, chromatic explosion. And over here. Nightmarish affliction. And rot maggots. Okay, skeleton's gonna heal up a little. Let's have a look. Is it worth us? Yeah, it's always worth us consuming stuff. So what are we going to hit? We're going to hit this one. Just enough. And in terms of where we want to go, he's going to move 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we want to go one space away. And we'll produce dark. Painful, but it'll be fine. Damn, that's not good. Right, heal everyone. Punch through. Oh, game! Ah! The frustration is real. Well, you're actually in range for this. I honestly don't know what to say at this point. Get some healing on these guys. Ouch. Painful on the bear. I mean, the times 0 just defeats the whole point of us moving in, right? We'll go Maul and Blood Hunger, try and get some healing. Over here, short rest. We'll use Living Torch. So I need Flame Strike so we start getting some damage out, and Frost Armor. Let's get more damage out. And over here. None of the enemies are poisoned right now. Oh, you're poisoned, but that barely counts. Okay, let's go Vile Pestilence and Wretched Swarm and try and get like some decent poison going in there. I don't know if that's really going to work. Nice hit, Bear. Good hit, Bear. Get rid of your poison at least. That's just a little bit, that's alright. Still doing okay. Right, well, we can get the wound on you. And try and get you killed faster? What are you going to do? Yeah. Try and get you killed faster. Oh, -2. That muddle. It wouldn't matter who we targeted for that. One lucky, one unlucky. Okay, this is range 2. So in order to get it where I'd want, it would need to be like... They've positioned themselves in the perfect way where it's not really going to do what I want. If I go here, I can target there and get all of them. Let's do that. So we can kill one of them with virulent... Okay, it's going to have to be a short rest. I feel like we need to heal everyone up. So energizing strike is a good idea. And ancient ward will help us keep this area relatively safe. We're in round 5, so we're not doing terribly. If I go for... Frozen Knight's going to be a bit of a waste, isn't it? If I go for Frozen Knight and Chromatic Explosion, we can move with Chromatic Explosion and generate fire. Frozen Knight will generate cold, and then we do cold fire next turn. We'll go Paralyzing Bite and Virulent Strain. So Virulent Strain will kill one of these. He's healing up the poison, which is okay. Okay, what are these guys going to do? Move 3, attack 3, range 3. Yeah, I'd hit both of you. That's really quite nice. Bang goes one of them. And let's step to here. If we back up a little bit, actually, let's undo this. So if we move to here, we can then blast both of them at the same time. What are you going to do? You're going to move 2 and then attack. So that's not actually going to work the way I want. At least if we go there, we get attacked. And what are you going to do? You're going to move 0 and like loot and heal. It might be worth it, actually. So it's a shame because I'd love to also be on that side, but we can't jump through them to get there. You know what? Go for it. So generate fire. That's a shame it was that way round. I didn't even see that this room at the bottom had opened up. We got so unlucky on that first turn. So incredibly unlucky. Okay, Maul and Patch Fur, that will hopefully deal with you. You're going to have a short rest. Sure, we'll lose Vile Pestilence. We'll use Virulent Strain to kill you. So Spread the Plague allows us to attack, and Virulent Strain gets you done. And then this part of the map is safe, and we can bring everyone across to rest up over here. Coldfire and Reviving Ether. We'll do what we can. Okay, the oozes are spreading. That's annoying. The Vipers are attacking, but it's not too bad. Oh, Bear! I need you to be better than that. That's better. Good, Bear. Ow. Okay, Plague Herald, Virulent Strain. Kill this. And then come a bit further forwards. We got so lucky there. We'll burn 2 discarded cards because we're about to get them all back. So we may as well burn this to loot everything that we can. Except loot no gold, so we don't want to do that. We may as well start backing away. And get all our cards back. Okay. There is a treasure chest at the back. I don't think we're going to get to it anytime soon. We need borrowed essence and we need disorienting raw to move quickly because we've got to swap our potential damage over. This is going to be Flame Strike and Fire Orb, so we need as much damage going out as possible. Over here, if we can get Rot Maggots out. It's range 3, but it's got to be like visible. So it might need to be next turn. So let's say Fetid Fury and... I don't really like any of these options. And Epidemic to move in. We'll try and keep moving quickly. That's really unlucky. So gotta redistribute this. You doing a muddle and immobilize on everything within 2 is actually really quite useful. Okay. We said we were going to move in. And then range 1, 2, 3. That's not really going to work. Yeah, we're going to be out of range. Ow! You know what? Burn Venomous Ally. Because that is a lot of damage to take in one go. Okay. Maximum damage. So we'll get you killed. Then 1, 2, 3 next. All those curses coming in. Oh, so many curses. That is a lot of damage. We'll take it. We can take 1 damage there. We're immobilized though, so we've got big problems coming up here. I mean, we could short rest and Ancient Ward, but that's not really... Well, actually, if we do short rest... Ancient Ward and Blood Hunger gets us a bit of healing down here. Not much, but a little bit. I think we're going to have to burn everything we've got. Frozen Night and Living Torch. Rot Maggots will give us a little bit of healing. At a range of 3. And Biting Gnats will get us a little bit of attacking at range 4. Oh, bear. It would have been much better to go after the other one. Okay, I need to disarm the living spirit. And who else? The other living spirit? Probably. We'll lose. We'll lose more for that. The poison is right back. Yeah, we're gonna have to lose. Let's at least punch through. Okay, this has to be as big as we can make it. So going that way or that way, either of them are equally good. Let's go this way. Get a burning avatar out to try and help Plague Herald. Get some healing in over here. Get some healing on yourself. He's gonna die, so there's no point in us attacking him. Let's try attacking him. And him. Okay, cool. 2 of them are gonna bleed out this turn. We're gonna burn Energizing Strike. We're basically just trying to ride out as much time as possible now. Burn 2 discarded cards. So patch for Borrowed Essence. That gives you 1 more turn of doing something useful. We're going to short rest over here. And we'll Frost Armor for the actual armor. And Cold Fire to do some weird stunning stuff. If we use this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 5, 6 to there, we can actually get quite far in with Paralyzing Bite. And then we could Wretched Swarm to get a whole bunch of stun off. And then we can go and grab the chest next turn. This might be a huge mistake, going for the chest instead of going for the victory. Well, there goes the bear. You're going to bleed out. We could get a little hit on you just so that you're done. Little bit of revenge for the bear. Get some gold while we're doing it. They're going to move and attack anyway, so we may as well move in. Yeah, I think getting the stun in over here, like this. Zero damage. Right. Get the armor on. Okay, that's fine. So the Plague Herald is going to come all the way in here. No, do it like this. Because they're going to be all pretty much like stun / useless next turn. That was lucky. You get to do a long rest and be a distraction. We might succeed this and get the chest, is what I'm thinking. There is always a chance.
Finally,
Oh, we didn't get to go
ethereal
for the
mortal
chest.
Finishes his work
Wow.
and lifts the staff of Zorn high over his head. A powerful pulse of green light emanates through the room, reducing all remaining enemies to dust.
Only the bear fell unconscious.
The Spectre moves towards you and offers the staff.
Take it. Bring it to the Palace of Ice in the northern mountains and unseal the tomb of Zorn. You have done well so far. Your journey is almost over.
As you grab the staff, the ghost begins to fade from view.
Thank you for allowing me to fulfill my duty, releasing me from my bonds to this realm. Now, I can finally rest.
With the job complete, you quickly leave the crypt. At least the next location should be a change of scenery after all this rotten flesh and these poison-filled beasts.
Indeed. Okay, well, we got 2 of the bits done, so that's really nice. Hoarder, not so much, but I reckon we could have got that chest. I reckon we had one more turn in us. It's a shame I misjudged it. Or misunderstood the timer.
Once you reach the exit, your lungs fill with fresh air, and you can finally breathe freely again. You begin to walk back towards Gloomhaven, leafing through the tome to look for references to this Palace of Ice. As you depart, however, an eerie feeling creeps through you. You feel as though someone is watching you. Looking around, you see no one. You double your walking pace, eager to return home.
That's no mean feat. I mean, if you walk like, let's say 4 miles an hour, which is a fair pace, doubling your walking pace, you're basically jogging.
The entire way, you just can't seem to shake the feeling.
Cool, so we have the Staff of Zorn. And we have to take it to the Palace of Ice, which looks to be locked. So, we have, first of all, Harold gets a perk. I think we can do Heighten and make things just generally better. Or we can start getting rid of those -1s. And given Harold is quite low on general value, I think getting rid of the -1s is going to be important for just making this a bit more consistent. During your ranged attack, add poison and muddle to the entire action. It's not bad. I'm tempted to sell it. But obviously we need to take it through. Syntha has gained a level. Let's do the level up. Level 8. So Zephyr Wings. Loot 2 or loot 3. You may not loot more than 4 gold piles or treasure tiles with his action. That's funny. Move 8. Jump. Or an extra 3. Wow, that's like I need to go somewhere right now. And then Cold Front, which is... It's another, like, everything burns. On the next 3 source of damage from attacks targeting you, suffer no damage and gain Retaliate 3, range 3. That's pretty cool. That's like a better Frost Armor in a way. I say in a way because in some ways it's not, but it's a very powerful one. What do we want? Engulfed in Flames is nice because it's a strong attack. I'm looking for stuff that doesn't burn quite as easily, but most of the ones do. Just by nature of what they are. Let's grab Zephyr Wings. If we come up against a particular map that we need to move, like super need to move, then we can use that. Let's get blind. I do like stun. It's incredibly handy. Okay, well that's going to be a good point to finish off this episode. Thank you very much for coming along. I do hope you have enjoyed this. This quest requires the owner of the Staff of Zorn to be equipped. Okay, yeah, so you're actually going to have to do that. Fine. Kill all Harrowers. After killing the Harrowers, end the Seeker of Zorn's turn adjacent to the altar. Alright, maybe we'll look at doing that next time. Thank you very much for coming on. I do hope you have enjoyed this. As always, if you have, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Gloomhaven. See you soon.